My first car, I'll never forget, was just when I finished campus. And I bought it because one of the pressures I was having is that the name Nameless was becoming really big and everyone has expectations. Hey, Nameless, Nameless, who's Nameless, what? And at that time, I still don't have a car, because people are still not paying that much for entertainment. But the names were growing. 2000, right? My name is just growing. 2001, 2002 now, my name grew nationally because of Inanoki. 2003, Boomba with Issa, now I'm like, yo, now who's this Nameless guy? And I'm like, okay, now I can't be seen in the bus, man. So I felt pressure, I'm like, man, I have to invest in something. But I didn't have that much money. And that's when I got a second-hand sports car. The ones that have the Yeah. It was a Levine Toyota, white one. And then I remember the number was 455H. And then it had another exhaust, right? So when I'm driving in any estate, you must know, hey, this guy is coming. It was a big story in the record label. Like, Nameless has bought a car, like music can pay. Like, before we always used to see music is just passion, you enjoy yourself, but you can't really make money from it. I was giving the story of how someone who bought land at that time, at the same price that I got to find out. In 2014, his land was like 12 million, like the land he bought for 300,000. And of course, my Levine of 300,000 was now probably valued at 50K somewhere, and sold it to the third user. And it hit me in two ways, because there's a school of thought that says, for your line of business, you had to do that. And then there's the other school of, wow, but this line of business can make you make some decisions that are also not very, So pretty early on, I said, how do I make sure I can balance, where I can still be able to do this, but still make sure I invest? So my brand was not about showing too much, because I felt like the more I show too much, the more I have to keep showing, So I just kept my brand to be more around the music, more around that vibe, not about showing I own this, but what, so that I can now invest without public opinions. The advantage is that you can actually make chunks of money, as opposed to like a salary that's, every month you can, get a deal. So you can actually have investments like real estate investments or stocks, and then a bit of real estate, because I'm also interested, of course, in that. So with land or what, because I always find it's like the safest. I would prefer investment that don't require me to be there too much. That's why I prefer things like real estate. Yeah. Within my career, I did open studios. So it was obviously doing jingles. So I started doing that, and we recorded a few artists. But I closed that business after some time, and then went more into audio, because I was doing audio visual. The audio, I depended too much on the producer, because I'm not a producer. So it didn't work with that. I did just a visual production, and that one was touching on different things. I started off saying, how can I get into NGO world, and do some documentaries on that, but using our skills and knowledge in entertainment and understanding the market. So I kept switching from that, and then now I moved my production company to just doing documentaries and music videos. I was doing that because I had a passion for directing. I'd also done school on directing, so I do videos, not only ours, but a couple of artists. But now later on, I combined my other passion in architecture. So I started approaching companies that are building big ones, and I record and shoot their construction stories. So those are the kind of like companies I have that are always within my gifts and passion. If you want to supplement your income, with something you're doing, maybe you're doing this job, depending on whether you like it or not, but depending on why you want to do something else. You either want to do it because you want to supplement your own income, or you want to do something that maybe is yours. You feel this is my thing, One thing I'd advise is to try and really get something that you're passionate about. Whatever side hustle you're going to do, don't just do it because, that guy did that thing and it was working. Quail eggs, I'm going to make, or farming. try and really look at the things that you're passionate and gifted in.